Hi, I'm Nick Drossos.
And I'm Helen Stransel.
Today we're going to be looking at attack from a front choke and a back choke, okay? So we're going to look at it from a point where your attacker's grabbed you and maybe is pinning you to the wall, has pinned you, and he's starting to choke. Now, you know, when you're looking at a front choke, you have seconds literally to react. You have to fight back as quickly as possible. It would take, so Helen's a professional stunt woman, so she's okay with being choked. I'm gonna choke her a little bit. Helen, as soon as you feel the choke, I want you to tap, okay?
Oh, okay.
Bring your hands up, just tap as soon as you feel. Just so you ladies could see how fast this could happen. Ready? It's that quick. So your reaction time, you have to strike as quickly as possible because you want to either slow down the attack, you want to create an opening. So Helen, from here, your attacker has two hands. Let's look at some of the options. What are the few strikes that you have from here?
Okay, well, first things first is I would bring my hands up. So wherever they come up, I'm gonna have to deal with that. So whether they come on the outside of the arms, one on the inside, or both on the inside, I'm gonna have to deal with that. So let's just say at first my hands are on the outside here. I'm gonna trap one, or again, instinctively two at the same time, keeping you close. Now, if you are close enough to me like you are right now, I'm gonna give a straight shot right into the throat. However, if you're tall enough and I can't do that, again, with one hand or both over the hands here, I'm gonna right away drop my arm on the inside of you and drop my weight.
Beautiful.
I'm not using my arm strength or anything, I'm dropping my weight, so I'm squatting down, okay?
Yeah.
You want me to continue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so
I could see the beautiful elbow coming up here.
Absolutely. So from here, I can elbow you right into either the throat or the chin. And now I have my hands free, and I've also bridged the gap, so I'm also closer and I'm going into my attacker. I'm not striking away from you because I don't want to give you any opportunity to throw punches at me. I want to stay as close as possible. I could strike to the eyeballs, I could give another few strikes to the throat, I could scratch across the face continuously, basically like a cat. I can just go feral on your face. Okay, I could also create some noise. So as I'm doing that, I'm basically scaring him and letting him think that he just picked the worst possible victim in quotes, that he could. And then from here, when I feel like I can get away from you safely, then I will. Then I'll release.
And you can't underestimate this over here, these nails, right? We've trained close to 20 years together.
Yeah.
And even when we used to grapple, she used to just grab skin with her nails. Or when she'd go into the face, just going like right away, it's the most uncomfortable feeling. And there's actually like a burning. So you're attacking into the eyes, into the face.
Yeah.
You're just ripping the face across like a wild cat. And the objective is not to stop, and I love what Helen said, is make noise. You want to go completely feral on your attacker, and you want to switch that predator and prey.
Yeah.
So let's go back on the wall. So if over here, let's look at the legs. Can you knee?
I could if I put more oomph into it.
Yeah.
Sure, I could grab hold of one or both arms and I could start kneeing you. But I got to tell you, with my experience, this is so perfect right here. I want to stick to the face. So
if
you could do it.
If the person is out here?
Yeah. I could rake across his shin. I mean, that would be ridiculous if he did that. But if he was just trying to intimidate me, I can go across the shin and I could rake down his shin here. But I can also strike with my other hand, and I could also use that as a way of protecting my face and staying in close to you while I continue with the striking.
Now, if you noticed, Helen is not punching.
No.
Right? She's hitting open palm strikes.
Yeah.
So, for the ladies watching, a lot of people say, wait, why aren't you punching?
I've always said that if I punched you, it's because I really didn't want to hurt you, and I was just using that as a way to say, no, but at a lower level of intensity. Because it's my strength against your strength, and chances are you're going to be stronger than me anyway. You got the whole testosterone thing happening also. these are much more strategic, much more. You could do so much more with striking abilities, open-handed striking abilities than you can with a closed-hand punch, and it's much more effective.
Yeah, there's a quicker release and a better follow-through. Like she was saying, when she's striking me here, even though I'm trying to move her hand, keeps on striking, and again, she's going into those, quote unquote vital targets. We don't want to completely fixate on them, but they're constantly going into the face to try to create any kind of response. Sometimes just a couple of, just if you could demotivate him from continuing his attack and create space, well, the job is done. Now let's look at from the choke from behind.
Okay.
So if I'm here and I start choking, so from here, let's just, for fun, Helen, you think you could kick backwards?
There's no way. I wouldn't even bother.
Because a lot of systems, what they'll teach you is like, okay, try to kick backwards. They'll,
And by the way, I'm in sandals, so right there, I know my footwork is not as good as if I were wearing nice, comfortable sneakers. If I was in nice, comfortable gym attire. So right away, I know I'm at a little bit of a loss here with what I'm wearing on my feet. That makes a difference too.
So again, she's choked from behind. She only has seconds to react. Helen, what would you do from here?
I would squat down, but I would also turn towards him. So again, now I've created less of a gap, and I could start immediately striking, because he could still keep that choke. If it was a rope or something and I turned this way, perhaps now I could breathe somewhat, but he's using his hands to choke me, and I still can't breathe here. So, you got to give it all. Your life is on the line here. I'm going for the throat, and I'm going for those.
And it's actually really hard for me to stop her, because when I'm here and she turns, my wrist automatically, I can't control her from not turning. I can't keep her from turning her whole body, because I'm between the head and the neck. So even if I do this, turn, my hand automatically, in those few seconds, the important lesson that you want to get out of this is to turn around and face your attacker. As long as I'm here and I'm trying to do any move, I can't. If I try to run away, you can't. If you try to move forward, right? If you try to kick backwards, if you try to elbow backwards, I'm here, like my hands are here, I'm still choking. So your quickest release is turn, bring your hands up, and strike as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.